What's up, everybody? I'm going to review the program for next week, October 14th through the 20th. Great work on 20.1. That was a very nasty workout. You think about, you've got 80 ground overhead and 100 bar facing burpees. Good thing we've been doing lots of burpees lately. Hopefully those felt a little bit easier than usual, but open workouts have their way of being really challenging, and when you think about a couplet, meaning two movements, that is a very challenging style workout. So, with that being said, moving on to week 2, who knows what it's going to be. There is obviously a bunch of movements that we consistently see throughout the years, and I'm trying to hit those as we go on through the week. So Monday, we're going to spend some time for strength work with a fun clean complex. So you've got one clean, I assume that to be a squat clean, plus 2 front squats. So you break in parallel 3 times per round. And then after those 2 front squats, you're going to go into a split jerk. So hopefully your hips and legs are nice and tired, and it's going to focus on putting some speed under that bar to receive that split jerk. They have their way of doing that, like helping you get under the bar quick when your legs are tired. So building to a heavy, technique being #1 priority there. Part C tomorrow, we've got 50 chest to bar pull-ups, followed by 50 front squats. Chest to bar pull-ups we've seen in all 9 years of the Open up until this point. We will see it again. That is the pull-up standard. So with that being said, if you're one of those people that struggles with chest to bars but have some, I strongly encourage you guys to stick to chest to bar tomorrow and potentially just do fewer reps. So you could cut that rep count to 30 or even 25. 25 chest to bar pull-ups is going to be better for you to prepare you for whatever week has chest to bar pull-ups in it versus you just going to 50 chin over bar. So if you're chin over bar, that's cool. If you need to scale beyond that, we're going to bands and boxes. We are not doing ring rows because I've been unhappy with the ring row scaling and how it's been implemented. It's just kind of an afterthought, and they've not been a very challenging angles. It's just kind of like, I'm going to go through the motions, get these ring rows and move on. And so we're not seeing a lot of progress with those ring rows. So anyway, we're going to make sure and force a different kind of scale just to give you a little bit different stimulus on that pull-up. 50 front squats, 61 for men, 43 for women. That should be a weight that you can do more than 10 unbroken with, and if it's not, I strongly encourage scaling. I'm going to put a 15-minute cap on this. So again, if you cap, you're going to leave a lot of work that goes undone, and that's training that you didn't receive because you missed the mark when it comes to scaling. So our coaches are there to help you scale. They know you, they know your capabilities for the most part, so seek out their help if you're not sure, and don't be hard-headed and go RX and leave 50 reps on the table. Tuesday, we've got push press, basically building to a 1 rep max. Hopefully you guys will increase those 1 rep maxes. And then after that, we're going to practice some double unders because those are probably coming too. And then we've got a 3-rounder on Tuesday that includes jump rope, wall ball, and alternating snatch with the jump rope at 60 double unders. If you don't do that in a minute, you're done. If you're close, you can bleed over a little bit, but I don't really want you guys doing more than a minute of jump rope around. So that could be 60 seconds of double under tries or 60 seconds of just singles. Beyond that, we've got 30 wall ball. That shouldn't be broken up more than twice, maybe 3 times towards the end when you're really tired. And then the dumbbell snatch needs to be done pretty quickly. So if you can't do 15 touch and go alternating reps with dumbbell snatch with the weight that you have in front of you, that's probably too heavy and you'll probably cap. And again, same concept. If you have a lot of reps that you've left undone in a workout, you've really missed out on a good workout. So keep that in mind. Heavy and slow isn't necessarily the best way to go, as we saw with the open workout this past week. Wednesday, we're going over some deadlift instruction, giving you some time to build to 60%, and then from there, we're going to build to a heavy-ish set of 5. I want technique to be #1 priority. I do not want your backs to be sore going into Friday, so be really smart about that. If you're concerned about your performance on Friday, I encourage you guys to stay light and moderate for Wednesday's work, but still work up to something moderately heavy. We have station work for Part C, or conditioning. They're 5-minute stations with a prescribed amount of work to do, and hopefully you can get that work in. So we do have deadlifts as one of the stations. I encourage you to choose a weight that's challenging but doable. I don't want to see anybody with less than 40 reps on that station because every weight can be done. So you can have an empty bar, you can definitely do 40 reps. Of course, that'd be too easy, but 40 reps is doable in 5 minutes for sure. Let's just make sure it's the sweet spot for you. Thursday, we've got handstand push-up practice and drills. And then after that, some conditioning that involves handstand push-ups, rowing, air squats, and sit-ups. So just a little circulatory work. You can absolutely come on Thursday and get some good get a good workout in, and still be able to hit it hard on Friday. If 15 handstand push-ups is a big number for you, consider scaling down the reps if you're concerned about your performance Friday. I keep saying this, but you can train the day before the open workout and still perform pretty much to your best ability on Friday. It just needs to be dialed back to about 70 or 80% and not really pushing the envelope when it comes to weight or super high skill stuff. Friday, we've got open workout 20.2. We won't know what that is until Thursday night, and that will be all classes on Friday. Saturday, we've got some pull-up, muscle-up skill practice. Again, we will, or if we haven't seen it by then, we'll see both of those moves likely. So come ready to pick something to work on. So whether that's chest to bar pull-ups, whether that's bar muscle-ups, ring muscle-ups, ring dips, whatever it is on that kind of continuum, think about what you want to work on, and then we'll work on that Saturday. Partner workout, 20-minute AMRAP with kettlebell swings, box jump overs, and toes to bar on Saturday with the buddy, alternating moves. And then Sunday, we've got some overhead squat practice. Those might rear their ugly head in the open. They tend to do that. And then a fun little barbell conditioning work, 21-15-9, all barbell, overhead squat, hang power clean, and shoulder to overhead. So I've included coaches' notes at the bottom of my program document that gets sent out to my coaches and the Unlimited members at CrossFit Park Hill. Obviously, coaches take note of my coaches' notes, and then you guys read them so that you can kind of understand and know where I'm coming from when it comes to what I'm looking for overhead squat practice versus the overhead squats and conditioning. So for instance, part C on Sunday, this probably doesn't apply to a lot of you, but we're going to focus on overhead squat positioning and stuff with the practice, and then I have your 5x5 overhead squat. And so rather than, for those of you that can't even overhead squat an empty bar, rather than you just adjust to a different movement, say a front squat, that won't get you any closer to an overhead squat, I want you to continue to practice overhead squats for strength work on part B. However, on part C, there's overhead squats again. Part C's idea is conditioning, so giving you a good workout. That's when I'll have you guys go to front squats if you can't overhead squat the bar. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, those coaches' notes. It's in there. So take note of the coaches' notes, whether or not you are a coach. So one, that lets you know what's happening, and two, will help you keep our coaches honest and make sure they read it too. All right, guys, we'll have a great week, and hopefully we'll have a fun 20.2 on Friday.